I don't think most people that movie producers and professors and lawmakers and I don't think they see what selfish, stupid, inane assholes that they really are. I don't think they. I remember me and Bob and Cindy had that conversation when they right before me and Pat moved out because I got my job and stuff. But now it wasn't that I had to. I was going to keep staying there with them and help them with the rent, but Treese and Punchy needed me to. Yeah, Bob reminds me of that. He used to yell at me all the time about that. You're not a bean counter, are you? What? It's like this happened when I was moving out, Treese and Punchy, because of the stuff that happened with D and all that. And he was like, she's yelling at you. So he goes, girl, you're the one who got them out of the projects because they got in trouble. You're the one who just, he goes, you don't keep tabs, do you? Oh, no. And then, I've got a problem. Yeah, they're making you feel guilty and they're manipulating you, abusing you. He goes, that's the whole thing with Lee. He's playing you and all that. No, I just don't keep tabs. If someone starts taking advantage of me, I just go, okay, that's it, and I leave. Right? But I'll try to do the best by them and say, basically, if I give you something good and you fuck it up, who's the fool? Right? And so Patrick was always that way. Good women take good men and abuse them. No, they don't. Women take not all good. Not all women take good men and abuse them. It's just the women that you're going after. So who are you trying to fix? Them or you? Basically, If you're a good person and a woman takes advantage of it, you're trying to fix yourself. With me, I did what I was told to do. What do you think? Oh, son of a bitch. I didn't think about that. Patrick with Emily. Yeah, it's the voices in your head. It's always the voices in your head. That's who you always ultimately listen to, is the voices in your head. It's a damn Jim Carrey movie. But yeah, no, I get that. Okay, because you answer to yourself. It's like Billy Joel. You can say you can't sleep in a strange place. You can't do either way. You wake, it's okay. You wake up with yourself. I don't know if that's always okay. Hitler had to wake up with himself. That's true. So Farrakhan had to wake up with himself. Wouldn't it be a lot easier to wake up with yourself if you were Malcolm X than Louis Farrakhan? You know what I'm saying there? Hitler was wiggly great. Did you ever hear Malcolm ever say anything that stupid? Okay. Do you understand? They tell you about themselves every time they open their mouths. He's a professor of onychology, anthropology. What do we do? Well, if we live the Lord's Prayer, it won't be necessary. Oh, see why I'm not alive and anonymously on social media? Okay. Why they shut me down on Facebook? Okay. Anthropology. Son of a bitch, we suck again, right? So I don't think people fully cognitively get it, because when we were talking about that, and Cindy was real upset with Stephanie because she called up and was griping for child support, and it's like, I've never seen the woman all summer. I've never met her. She's wanting child support this summer. Patrick's been with us and with you all summer. I know. Why is she getting child support if you have Patrick? What's wrong? She's crazy. And I was like, guys, when you went to Auschwitz and all that during your honeymoon, when you went to Germany and stuff like that, I don't think people know that there's something wrong with their perception or something's wrong with them. I think if they knew there was something wrong, that they would be able to correct it, right? So I don't think most people realize, money's real. You got to go fight like hell over it to sexually procreate. Okay, that's just batshit crazy. And if you say that, they'll threaten to kill you. And they're still using science projects to try to do William Longshanks with William Wallace. And in the movie, I don't know if that really happened. If the French girl had sex with the Scottish guy, and the French girl ended up having Longshanks had William Wallace's grandchild instead of Longshanks, is it tangible? Oh, hell yeah. My grandpa thought he was Irish, and my dad turned out to be more Irish than him, according to the Mormon Church. Do we know that? I don't know. It sure makes a lot of sense, but I don't know. He looked very Irish. He was short and compact and red hair, and so he looked very Irish. But that's also Scottish. That's also Scottish, and it's also British. There's little British people, the Weasleys, and the British people go, red hair, and My dad said they used to tell jokes about redheads and stuff when he was a kid, and you ended up marrying one. That's a serendipity doodah. No, I didn't tell inward jokes and stuff. No. I didn't start telling black people jokes till after I was, hanging out with black folks and married to black women. Before that, no, not at all. And my friends would tell them, you know, like Chris Martinez told me the one about, the one with the for a quarter I will. That the wife sits there and talks the little black guy into having sex for her, and the husband comes home, hides under the bed, and because she gets a lot of quarters by the time she gets him into the bedroom. For a quarter I will, and they end up having sex, right? Well, the husband comes home, he has to hide under the bed. The husband gets mad. You've been screwing around. I'm gonna pluck all the hairs in your pussy. He gets the last one and tries, you little nigger, come out of there. And from under the bed it says, for a quarter I will. Stupid. I know it's stupid, but it's a joke made by stupid people. What do you want me? You want me to come up with it? Of course, my jokes are better. Yes, most of you are just too stupid to get them. But for a quarter, I will get it and laugh. I understand. But so yeah, no, So and I don't remember the joke too well because I didn't really repeat it to anybody. Okay. I did the purple flowers one. Yeah, that was kind of stupid and funny. Yeah, it was one because it was like that 30-minute joke with the girl, with the Megan Fox girl in North Carolina without legs, and it was like that. The purple flowers is you elongate it to this long story, and at the end of the story, he goes to find out what purple flowers is all about and how he got kicked out of school and it ruined his life using it for show and tell, and he gets hit by a bus on the way across the street trying to ask the old man who knew about purple flowers, right? That shit ain't funny. You said that's a joke. Yeah. That's just wrong, motherfucker. We sat here for 20 minutes. You told me this fucking story. You just kept going and going and going and going. And then what about, I want to know about purple flowers. It's like the Cebu song, Why is the sad Cebu sad? Does the boy get injured? Like Alfred the asparagus on the VeggieTales, right? Like, well, what happened? We still haven't gotten what happened to the boy with the Cebu, with the sad Cebu, the sick Cebu, and hippo chewing on bamboo. We don't know what happened. Oh, there's a mix-up at Photo Hut, right? What happened in the Cebu song? Yeah. The world may never know. Was the boy injured? Why is the sad Cebu sad, right? Did it all work out? Never does. Or does it always? If you look at Brian Cox and Feynman, no, it doesn't. Okay. It's like, what do you mean? Okay. Have you read the book of Malachi? What's wrong with that? I'd like to know, because here I go again. How can I tell you about my loved one? Right? No? Assholes. Look, guys, okay, money isn't real, but time is. And if time is money, we're all fucked, right? World's first profession. There you go. Okay. How am I not getting across to people how to live intelligently? Why do they go right back into the fuck factory? I need more money to fuck. I need more money to fuck. What the hell's wrong with you? Stand up for the Lord's Prayer. I don't have to. Jesus did it for me. Are you batshit crazy? Apparently. So do you see what I'm saying? How many? Nida mía no quiero saber. Yeah. What were they doing with Jesus during the crucifixion? Bunch of soldiers that had a job for money for the Roman Empire that conquered the world with idolatry were mocking him and making fun of him because they had a career. In the Navy, you can fuck a foreign hoe. In the Navy, you can blow your Uncle Joe. He's a Master Chief. In the Navy, right? Interesting. They get a little lonely on their fucking submarines. Now they got women on them. Ooh, that sounds interesting and exciting. Hey, that's a new porno waiting to happen on YouTube, right? I need money to pay my bills to fuck. I understand. But you understand, what you clone yourself, you're still going to fuck. You're just going to take away sexual procreation so you can have adventurous sexual adventures. Meaningless sexual adventures. Meet a boy on a girl, meet a girl on a train and fall in love without the pain. Everybody needs love and adventure. Everybody needs cash to spend. Everybody needs love and affection. Everybody needs 2 or 3 friends. These are the things the things that dreams are made of. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's where nightmares are made out of. That's when you stab it with your steely knives, but you just can't kill the beast. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never fucking leave. Right? That's what nightmares are made out of. It's like Dudley Moore and that other guy's crazy ass movie back in the 60s. Bedazzled? That was the name of it. Okay, do you understand? It's insane. Trying to mix in comic book sales with reality, and that doesn't work because the world's first profession, prostitution. In order to fuck a prostitute, you have to sell your comic books. Comic-Con, make it stop! Hey, is that Cyril Apist? Do you understand? And she makes more money than I do. Get out of here, nerds. Okay, sugar candy that will rot your teeth if you don't brush well enough. Do you understand? Hey, Dr. Garcia, you've got chronic halitosis. Why? Because I'm sick and I'm tired and I'm abused. And sometimes you think, what's the point? Why don't I just... Is that Tokyo? Good God. Look at all those buildings. That's just scary. All that unnecessary... No, it's not necessary. You don't need to get people, okay, when you have water, okay, Tokyo didn't look like that before the Industrial Revolution, okay? Tokyo was Tokyo, but Tokyo didn't look like that, okay? But they're just like what happened with Rome with Nero. When you pile people on top of each other because of tribalism, aggressive, abusive, violent fears, that the oppression from the protector becomes worse than the Cossack raider or the Vandal or the Visigoth or the Sioux or the you know what I'm saying? So, the cutthroat. Okay, that's what Sioux means. It's French. It means cutthroat. They call themselves Hunkpapa, Minikanju, Oglala, Lakota. Okay. Sioux is Navajo is a name given by another group of people here that means enemy, just like Apache. They call themselves Hickory, Chiricahua, Warm Spring, White Mountain. So you see what I'm saying? What they call the Dene. That's what the Dene call themselves. They're not Navajo. They're called Navajo by others. They keep it as like, hey, don't fuck with us. Okay. Same with Sioux. Don't fuck with us. Okay. Let's put fear in people. Say, hey, don't fuck with us. We'll kill you. Okay. How about human beings? That's the Cheyenne. They're our cousins. Wimps. No, they had dog soldiers. Okay, listen. Shh. Don't talk. Just listen. I lied. Don't lie. Okay. I only stopped so we can start all over again. Quit that shit. That's like big girls don't cry. Stop that. Knock it off. All right. Okay, guys. Okay, don't play games with each other. You can't play games with love. No, that's just a perception of a false perception of the word love. You can't play games with love. Love is perfect. Love is living the Lord's Prayer. Love is gratitude for the glory of life from infinite glory. It's eternal perfection and gratitude. Okay. So if you're not playing games with love, you're playing games with sexuality, with attachment. Okay? God, they're so dumb. These dum-dums, I feel like I'm freaking in the Flintstones and I'm fucking, what's his name again? The Great Kazoo. You dum-dums. That's what I feel like. And then, the big thing is I listen to those guys today on 60 Minutes. I'm doing Gilbert Gottfried. They have a documentary on his life. I'm listening to the guys, Yagu. And then, they're sitting there and they're talking. Okay. Well, we're going to have the best vaccines. And my liver's like going, fuck you. Hey, look, it's what's his name? Quado or whatever. You are what you do. My liver's talking to you. My liver quiver. That's a good song. What song is that? Reggae fever, feeling got me dreaming. Oh, that's a good tone. But I don't have that. I do not have that on my MP3. No, I should, but I don't. Yeah. There's a lot of songs. I don't know. I don't have do I? I thought I had the Ku Klux Klan. I just hadn't had her in a long time. Okay, but it's a good song. It's horrible, but it's just a reflection of horrible times that come to pass. So like Mr. Moto and Charlie Chan. No, they're doing worse shit now. They're retarded. I know they're retarded. Okay, they are. Okay, if you accept money as value over life and engage in violent conflict over money, even if it's through oppression, through linguistics written on a piece of paper, accepted by a bunch of socio-psychopaths, you are mentally and emotionally retarded. It's life is eternal, grace is infinite. Have faith in the glory of God, share, care, give, and accordance need built to last. If you can't do that, and you say you get into groups voting over money and manipulate each other over money, you are mentally and emotionally retarded. Don't say you're not, because you are. And then you affect people with birth defects from a toxic environment caused by your retardation. Hi, I'm a physicist. I'm a laureate. I'm one of the greatest scientists in the history of the world. I invented the nuclear weapon, the spy camera, and the colorectal cam to get all the crap out of your body instead of putting it in there and then ask for money to take it out. Oh, shit, I suck. We know you're retarded. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Obviously, that's why I am correcting quantum computing and artificial general intelligence, and they invented it for me to correct them. Why, that's because they're batshit crazy. I don't know. I'm not stupid. Yeah, I love you guys, okay? Peace.